Poland. Time for our Farmers National Bank starting lineups. Canfield comes with Jake Cummings, 6'2 sophomore. John French, the 5'9 senior. Vince Leone, the 6-foot senior. Mike Gorstowski, averaging 15.2 points and 5 rebounds a game, 5'10 senior. And Mason Magnaporo, 6'3 junior, averaging 15.4 per game. Poland will come with Nick Guidos, 5'8 senior, 4.4 points, 2 boards, 5 assists per game. Kyle Dixon, 6'3 senior, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Jared Burkert, 6'1 junior, 12.2 points. Dan Black, 6'4 senior, 12.2 and 5 boards. And Jake Burns, 6'6 junior, starting for Tate Duarte out with a fractured ankle. Jake averaging just under 7 points per game. Those are your Farmers National Bank starting lineups and our Stadium GM Superstore pregame show. And we are underway. Poland with the tap, coming right to left, and Jared Burkett just like that drains a triple.
Yeah, Burker's come a long way. Started last year. It was coming off the bench last year as a sophomore, and then the playoffs started, and ever since then he's really been on fire.
Canfield end, working left to right, working on the man-to-man. Gorstowski passes off to Leone. 3 on the way. Nope. Fight for the rebound, and it comes down loose. Picked up by Nick Guidos. Dribbles down the middle. Steps on the brakes, top of the key. Deals it left side. Kyle Dixon, 3 for 3. Can't get it. Bounces off the top of the backboard. And it's Canfield ball. Cardinals in their traveling black uniforms, red numerals with red and white lettering and trim. Poland in their home whites, their blue numerals, blue and silver lettering and trim. Jim Evans along with Bob Gavalier, 3-0 Poland, just underway. This All-American Conference red tier matchup. Magnapor baseline, hits it from 10. 3-2.
I know Coach Fisno would like to see them play better defense. They've been really not happy with the defensive effort.
Dixon to Burns inside. He lays it up and in. Great entry. Quick pace so far. 5-2. Poland on top. Canfield in. Gorstowski dribbles low right on the jump step, and he sticks it off the glass, and he's fouled. And who do they catch? That's Guidos. First foul, and here's, check that, Magnapora on the basket.
Ties it up with a free throw.
And it's the three-point play. Even at 5.
The hard way.
As the Bulldogs work the offense, down low to Black, and he's cut off and gets it back to Guidos. Left arc, and Guidos is called for travel. We're tied at 5. 6:31 first quarter.
Well, one thing I see already is Poland has taken advantage of their size, and so we'll see if, like, maybe a couple missed shots, they're able to get some extra chances at this.
French right side passes out on top to Gorstowski. He's checked by Dixon. Again, Poland in man-to-man. Gorstowski, spin move into the lane up with the left hand on the runner from 8, won't go, and it bounces down to Black. Poland back the other way. Guidos to Dixon, back to Guidos to the cut. He lays it up and in. 7-5 Bulldogs. French walks it up in the backcourt. Across the line, picked up by Guidos. Bounce right side, Gorstowski. Right arc. Checked by Dixon. Dribbles top of the key. Pulls up, hands it back to French. He passes off to Magnapora, left wing. On the baseline, pulls up, shoots from 12, won't go. Box out and rebound down to Burns. Outlet to Guidos, and he'll walk it up the floor. We're 5:35, first quarter. 7-5 Poland. Guidos bounces front left to Black, and he lobs it to the basket to Burns, who didn't make the cut, and it goes out of bounds. And again, Jake Burns getting the start tonight for Tate Duarte, who fractured his ankle last Friday night. And Coach Grisdale hopes to have Tate back in action by season's end or rolling into the tournament.
Yeah, what this will do is let Burns and also Matt Baker coming off the bench, get them some experience and playing time. And the scary thing is that means Poland gets a little deeper.
Leone to Magnapora, right baseline. In the tall story, kicks it out, right arc to Gorstowski. 3-ball won't go, and it bounces down to Poland. Guidos with the rebound, and he downshifts in the backcourt and waits for the setup. Canfield in the man-to-man. Gaidos out on top, front right. Low right to Black, up and in. 9-5, Poland.
Well, other than that 1-3, everything's been inside for Poland right now. They've only missed one shot this whole game so far.
Canfield works the offense. Leon out on top on the point. Passes right side, Yosowski. Deals it off to Magdeburg, top of the key. Pours, can't score on the three. Off the rim and down to Gaidos in the lane. He brings it down the middle. Waits for help, now backs up point right. Comes to his left center circle. Nick Gaidos on the dribble, guarded by French. Gives it up to Burns, high right. Now to Black, top of the key. Free for three, got it. Dan Black, he can be lethal outside for a big guy. Canfield wants a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. 4:02 to play first quarter. Poland with its biggest lead. 12-5 on Canfield here on 570 WKBN. Back in Poland, Jim Evans along with Bob Cavalier. Hey, you could see tonight's game. The replay starting next Tuesday at 10:30 on Armstrong 20 and 100. And, of course, don't forget to check out Loose Change, my guest on our current run, basketball coach Bob Larica. And the Cardinals working the offense, and Magdeburg rifles a deuce from the left baseline. He's got 7. All 7 of the Cardinals' points to cut it to 5. Poland on top, 12-7.
Good timeout by Coach. They needed a basket very badly. They were going to miss their last 4 shots. They finally got that one with Magdeburg.
Poland working the offense. Burkert to Gaidos on the right side. Dribbles in the lane, kicks the left corner to Black. No shot. To Dixon, left guard. Working on the man-to-man. Lob inside to Burns, trying to take advantage of the size edge for the Bulldogs, and his shot in tight won't go, but he's fouled. And it's on French. Just trying to get that mismatch, Bob.
Yeah, they could do that all night with Burns. Burns is about the biggest kid on the court right now, and he just did a good job of flashing in the paint, posting up, and they got him the basketball.
He's team with a foul, and Burns just enough on the first toss. And he's in with 3, averaging 6.8 per game. So 6'6" junior.
Dan Black was trying to do that earlier when he threw it out of bounds. Burns didn't read it, but he read it that time.
Normally by now, we'd see Poland already with a line change, but we haven't.
Yeah, we have it early.
And he chucks the second one, no good. Here come the Cardinals on the rebound. 13-7, Poland on top. 3 minutes, first quarter. French attacks the rack, coming to the right side, out of control, and he hits the floor, shoved down, and he'll go to the free throw line. It goes on Burkert. It's his first, team second. John French, averaging just over 3 points per game, 5'9" senior, drains the first one. Here comes Matt Baker if Poland and Burns will sit down. And Baker last Friday was our O'Charlie's play of the game. He had a big game. In that one.
Yeah, hit a couple threes. He's another big guy that could go inside when you need it and then come and kill you with the three-pointer if you lay off him a little bit.
French hits the pair to make it 13-9. Poland on top. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Bulldogs work at their end. Gaidos bounce out high to Baker. Looking for the cutter on the right arc. Passes between the circles to Gaidos. Checked by Leon. Now to Dixon. Low right off the block. Sticks it off the glass. Kyle Dixon in the book. 15-9, Poland. Canfield in. Vito in the ball game. And as he gets the ball, there's a grab and a foul. And he goes on Dixon. His first. Team third. Ball's into Magdeburg. Trey on the way. Front right won't go. And Vito comes down to the rebound, then loses it to Gaidos. He roars down the floor. Kicks it off to Burkett right side. To Dixon. Drives to the Brooklyn side and knocks it down. Dixon with 4. 17-9. Poland with its biggest lead. Cummings drives to the left side, has a shot blocked on the layuut. And it comes down to Burkert. He loses it and scrambles to the floor to pick it up down the floor to Gaidos. Left corner to Dixon. The Black, low left blocked, up, blasted good. Dan Black with 7. 19-9. Double-digit Poland lead. Biddle works out in front. Pass off to Matt DeSanto in the ball game. His deal back to Biddle is knocked away by Gaidos, who roars down the floor, picks it up in the left corner to Black, pours. He can't score on the 3. Air ball, saved in by the Bulldogs. Comes up to the Cardinals. Yoskowski back the other way. Up at the runner, too much from 8. And it comes down to Baker. We have a jump ball scenario, and it stays with Canfield.
Surprised with the pace. Usually these guys don't like to run up and down like this, but I think the first quarter, the energy level, the atmosphere here is causing all this right now.
1:20 to go first quarter. Poland by 10 points, 19-9.
A lot of it's inside, too. Not too many jumpers they've taken. Everything they're pushing, they're going inside, they're taking advantage of their height.
Yoskowski will inbound baseline. Lob out in front to Magnapur. Almost comes up loose. He picks it up, goes right corner. 3 ball by Leon. Nope. And Yoskowski comes down to the board, and he's grabbed a foul by Dixon. On the tie-up.
Going to be 2 on Dixon.
Yeah. Team 4th. Nightline Embroidery and Screen Print will customize just about anything with your logos or artwork. Stop by at 16 West Liberty Street, Girard. Call 545-8108. Cardinals ball baseline in, trailing 19-9. It's into French, front left. French still with it on the dribble. Between the circles, gives it up to Giacomo. Now to Yoskowski. Check that, that's Leon. To Giacomo. And he knocks down the J just inside the arc. Sam to Giacomo. His first 2, 19-11, under 50 seconds to go first quarter. Nick Romeo in the ball game, works it for the Bulldogs on the right side. They get it inside to Burns, he plugs it in. Jake Burns with 5 from Black on that one, 21-11. Bulldogs match their biggest lead. 30 seconds, first quarter. Canfield end. Magnapur holds it front right, and 2 guys hit the floor away from the ball. And we have a push and a foul on Black. His first, team 5th on Poland.
And Nick Bucheri, number 50, is going to check in.
For the Bulldogs, as will Mike Gaidos.
This look like next year's lineup.
Close to it. Cardinals ball. French into the front court, off to Cummings, back to French. Pulling down a 2-3 zone. 15 seconds, first quarter. French between the circles. Passes to Cummings, right side. 10 seconds. Back to French. Now to Leon, right arc. He's going to shoot just inside the arc, and he drains it. As the buzzer sounds, and Romeo with the heave down court just misses the rim. And that will do it for our first quarter. With our score, Poland 21, Canfield 13 here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN.
Armstrong Local Programming features our community like no one else. Meet your friends and neighbors at special events. Find the perfect pet. Celebrate our region's rich history or enjoy our natural wonders. Armstrong Local Programming is available online, on demand, and on your local Armstrong channel. Find the complete program schedule at ArmstrongOneWire.com. Local programming, exclusively from Armstrong. One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Back in Poland, Jim Evans along with Bob Cavalier. 21-13, Poland on top of Canfield. Our second quarter will be brought to you apart by Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Traditional craftsmanship, timeless style. When these two teams match up, Bob, it's usually a college atmosphere, as is the case tonight. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, both these teams right now, once again, we'll have to see that in the second quarter. goes, because, like I said, I think it was a very up-tempo game. They were going up and down the court. Probably the atmosphere as far as the adrenaline, but Poland shot very well. 9 of 14. Canfield was 5 of 13.
It'll be Poland ball side in. Baker will get it in. Black, Guidos, Burns, and Burkert on the floor for the Bulldogs, and they blow it dead away from the ball before the inbound. They'll have a foul on Poland, and it will go on Burns. Canfield with Cummings, who will inbound now side in. Yorstowski, French, Magnapour, and Leon. Their original starting 5. End of the 50-50 drawing at any of our local game broadcast sites for your chance to win a coupon from Pizza Hut. Check them out online. PizzaHut.com for other special offers. 8-point Poland lead. They have led by as much as 10. Canfield has never led. French into the front court. Picked up by Burkert. Poland back to the man-to-man. French top of the key. Bounce off to Leon. Started by Black. Now back to French. French on the dribble. Passes right quarter to Leon. He brings it right in the lane. Up the shot blocked by Black. Down to Guidos. Poland back the other way. Guidos to Burkert. Low left to Black. On the cut to Burns. Comes up loose. Picked up by Canfield. Cummings down the floor to Leon. Passes off to French. Not on top. Just underway, third quarter. 21-13. French takes it low right. Scoops it up in the right hand. Out of control. No good. Black with the rebound. Almost taken away by Magnapour. Back the other way. 3 bills. Burkert. Pass it. 6 for Burkert. 24-13. Biggest lead now.
He makes that look so easy. And there was a guy in his face, and he was just calm and cool and just hit that 3.
Canfield and Yorstowski on the right side. Takes it to the tall store. Deals it off to Leon. Left side won't go. In tight. Comes down the Bulldogs. Guidos back down the floor to Black. Lays it in. 9 for Black. 13-point Poland lead. 26-13. 6:30 to go. First half. Canfield and Yorstowski drives to the basket. Up. Glass is good. He's fouled. And he will go to the line for the 3-point try.
It's a big foul. It's going to be on Burns. That'll be his second.
Yes, it is. And it will be Yorstowski stepping up with his first 2. Averaging just over 15 a game.
It's kind of quiet. It was his first bucket.
26-15 Poland.
Really hasn't gotten to the game flow yet, so maybe this will get him going.
And short on the toss. Comes down to Mike Guidos. Nick Guidos walks it up. Across the line. Between the circles. Passes off to Baker. Right of the key. Draws a double team. To Mike Guidos. Deep right wing. Back to Baker. Front right. Now Baker dribbles to center circle. Gives it off to Nick Guidos. Pass off to Black on the curl. Take a 3. Nothing there. And he's called for traveling. Tonight's Poland basketball brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Jan Cephalou, the official sponsor of Poland Bulldogs basketball here on 570 WKBN. And they blow it dead again away from the ball. And Dan Black with a cut, maybe?
I think his nose is bleeding.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. There's an elbow. Yeah, his knee.
Knees cut?
Knee, cut knee, yeah.
26-15. Poland on top. Led at 21-13 after 1. And the Bulldogs have pretty much had their way so far. But you can never count out Canfield team.
No, you can't. Right now, they're just trying to find a little bit of a rhythm. As Coach talked about, they go in little spurts. In that first quarter, they had that bad spurt where they couldn't score, and that kind of put them behind the 8 ball right now.
All right, ball's in. Carter's working on the man-to-man. Leon takes it low left on the drive, but the shot won't go. And it bounces down to Baker. Here come the Bulldogs. Baker up the floor on the right side to Black. Black down to Guidos between the circles. Passes off on the right side to Burkert. Burkert hands it off to Nick Guidos. Back to Burkert, right wing. Pass to Mike Guidos. Drives line lane to Black. Right baseline. That door shut to Burkert out on top. His pass knocked away by French. French back the other way. Lays it up and in. John French with a steal and deal. 26-17, Poland. That's how the Cardinals butter their bread. Defense and big hustle.
Yeah, big hustle and defense, and kind of Burkert had to let him go because he already had a foul. They want to pick up a second.
Mike Guidos with the 3-ball try. Deep right wing won't go. Cardinals back the other way off the rebound. They get it in tight. Yorstowski left of the basket up on Baker. No good, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Poland. So Cummings will get it in. 26-17 Poland. Cummings gets it into Leon, right corner. Checked by Mike Guidos. Pass off the French, right sideline. Bounce to Yorstowski out center circle. Checked by Burkert. Yorstowski on the dribble. Goes to the goal, puts it up and in, and he's fouled again, and it counts.
That's Burkert. That's going to be a big one.
That's his second, team 7.
Burkert, Burns, and Dixon all have 2 fouls now.
Yorstowski about to attempt a 3-point play. Now they hold up. He's in with 6 now after failing to score in the first quarter. 69% on the season at the free throw line for the senior. Got it. 26-20. Like I said, don't go anywhere.
They're getting that spurt. A couple of turnovers by Poland. Now they're going to go small here. They're going to go 4 guards and 2 big guys.
Guidos to Romeo, point right. Pulling in. Romeo deals it off to Black. Back to Romeo. On the dribble on the right side. Mike Guidos curling out on top. He hands it back to Romeo. Puts the left corner to Baker. Now to Nick Guidos. Front left to Romeo left corner. 3 for 3 and he hits it. I got coaches and officials blocking my sight the entire way here. 29-20.
You wish we were up top now.
Poland with the lead.
That's a rough angle over there.
3:50 first half. Yorstowski on the penetration again, and he's blocked and fouled by Romeo, hits the floor. His first team 9th. Canfield with 1 foul. And Ken Grisdale not too happy right now.
Yeah, he's mad because they only have 1 foul call.
You're at home. You got 9 fouls, and they got 1. Yorstowski drains the first one. He's in with 8.
But you know what's going on, though? They're running their offense so well. They're getting wide open looks. They're pretty much uncontested when they do go in.
Yorstowski knocks down the pair. Cuts it to 7. 29-22 Poland. Bulldogs in. Black. The Guidos on the cut.
Like
goes
that.
Up and in.
There's nobody around him. They're just doing such a great play that no one's there to defend
Just a give and go.
Yep.
4 for Guidos. 31-22 Poland. Here are the Cardinals. Magdepour right wing. Dribbles to the baseline. Cut off by Baker. And they're called Magdepour for charge. So Kate Grisdale's lobbying paid off there. Magdepour's first.
It worked.
Team second. Sure.
You didn't see his arm go. He did flail with his arm out of it.
Pulling in. Romeo front right with it. Works on Yorstowski. Goes low right block to Black. Comes up loose. Picked up by Cummings. Canfield on the takeaway. Down to French. Down the right side. Cardinals in. French. Bounce off Yorstowski. Right in the lane. The Magdepour shoots the 3. Glass and good. They're going to call it a 2. Has his foot on the line. 31-25. 6-point Poland lead. Nick Guidos left side. Pours, can't score on the triple. As he misses everything, and it comes down to Yorstowski. Dribbles down the middle. Kick in the left corner to Cummings. He shoots the 3. Hits it. 31-28. Poland with the lead. Bulldogs on offense. Mike Gaidos dribbles into the key. To Nick Gaidos coming right to left. Now to Baker. He drives to the basket. Scoops up on the left hand of the roll. Won't go. And it comes down to Vito. Gives it off to Magnapor. Back to Vito, top of the key. Now front left to French. 2:10, first half. 3-point Poland lead after they led by as much as 13. French now dribbles on the right side. Skip pass to Cummings, all alone. Triple try, got it! Cummings with back-to-back big hits. 31-30.
And that one, that looked like his foot was on the line.
Yeah, it was. They gave him 2.
Oh, they give him 2?
Yep. 31-30. I thought he was outside the stripe. Black, right baseline. Chip shot. Won't go for me. Cardinals rebound. French brings it back down the floor. On the right side. Goes low right to Magnapor. Out of his reach, out of bounds. Poland ball.
I was going to say,
first half.
When I saw him shoot it, I go, it looked like the referee on the other side put his hand up, but I thought his foot was on the line there. They did get him the 2.
Yep. Nick Gaidos walks into the front court. Poland in. Leading by 1. Off to Mike Gaidos. Low left to Black. He's grabbed and fouled.
Vito.
Yeah, it's Julian's first. Team third. Here's Burkert back in. Romeo sits down.
Yeah, look for them to maybe go a little bit of offense, defense here. They might just run a weave and run this clock down.
Poland ball baseline in when we get to it. And we have a timeout call. We'll take a 30-second break. We're at 1:17 to go in the first half. It's Poland 31, Canfield 30. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN. Hey, don't forget, you'll be able to see a replay of tonight's game starting next Tuesday on Armstrong 20 and 100, starting at 10:30 p.m. and then subsequent times thereafter. So check your guide for other air times. And, of course, as always, check out Loose Change. And my guest right now, former Warren Western Reserve and Harding basketball coach Bob Larica. Boy, he was a great interview, and you want to check that out. What a great guy. Jim Evans and Bob Gavalier. We're at 1:17 to play in the first half. 31-30. Poland hanging on. They have led the entire way and have led by as much as 13. The Canfield roaring back here in the latter part of the second quarter to make it a 1-point game. Poland ball baseline in after the timeout. Nick Gaidos into Burkert on the left side. Passes between the circles out on top to Matt Baker. Now hands it off to Nick Gaidos. Gaidos dribbles to the right side. Pass back to Burkert. Front right. Hands it back to Gaidos. 1 minute to play, first half. Nick comes to his left. Draws a double team, goes to Baker. Kick off to Mike Gaidos. Drives to the basket, puts it up, no good. And let's see if he was fouled on the floor. Magnapor on the foul. That's his second. Team fourth, and it was on the floor. Here's DiGiacomo into the game for Magnapor for the Cardinals. Poland ball baseline in. It's into Baker, left corner. On the dribble, hands it off to Burkert. Now center circle to Gaidos. Nick dribbles to the right. Draws 2 defenders off to Baker. Entry into Black, knocked away by DiGiacomo, picked up by French. Back the other way, cut to the right side. Passes back to French on the point. Started by Mike Gaidos. Down to Vito, center circle. He's checked by Burkert. Yorstowski, down to French. Center ring. To Vito, front right. 15 seconds, first half. 31-30, Poland on top. Cardinals working with the last shot. French, right sideline. Jorstowski, double team to the right corner, now drives the baseline, puts it up and in.
Oh, I don't know how he got by there. There was 3 guys around.
And Poland will not get down the floor as Mike Jorstowski explodes in the second quarter and gives Canfield its first lead at the end of the half. Our second quarter was brought to you in part by Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods online at BairdBrothers.com. We are at the break with our score. Canfield 32, Poland 31. Here on 570 WKBN.
Armstrong Television is bringing you more amazing possibilities than ever. Look for more channels, more high definition, and more choices on demand. We're your whole home solution. Enjoy Armstrong On Demand's room-to-room viewing, or record and share programs with our multi-room PVR with hundreds of hours of recording space. And take Armstrong TV anywhere, on your laptop, tablet, or handheld. Rethink television and explore amazing possibilities with Armstrong.
Enjoy the convenience of home phone service from Armstrong. Armstrong Telephone delivers reliability you can't get with a cell phone. All your calling is one low monthly price. No confusing rate plan. Your favorite calling features are included. Check out the exclusive online management tools. Set call forwarding, do not disturb, and more. You can even have your voicemail sent to your email. For great savings, bundle television, telephone, and internet. Armstrong. One wire, infinite possibilities.
Poland getting set for the third quarter. Clock winded down, getting ready to get to it. 32-31. Canfield leading Poland. Jim Evans along with Bob Gavalier. And again, Poland coming into this game unbeaten. 9 home games, Bob. And you know they talked about that in the locker room.
Well, I'm sure they did, and I'm sure they talked about getting back to the basics. Once again, got to stay out of foul trouble on the defensive end, because of the offensive end, they have a big height advantage, and they'll probably look to take advantage of that here in this third quarter. We'll see if they are able to do that. What they want to do is they want to kick it inside if you have the open lane, take it. If not, pitch it back out. Burkett will be wide open and guide us for easy threes.
It'll be Poland ball to open the third. They'll work it from left to right. Dixon, Nick Guidos, Dan Black, Jared Burkett, and Jake Burns. Canfield in the man-to-man. Dixon passes off on the right side to Burkett. Checked by Leo. Lob inside to Burns. Low right in his office. Sticks it. 33-32. Pulling back on top. French, Magnapora now on the right side along with Jorstowski, Leone. Long 3 by Magnapora. Bad shot. Skips down to the Bulldogs. Dixon brings it down the floor to the basket on the drive. Sticks it in. Kyle Dixon with 6.
Different team with Burns and Dixon in there. Once again, just taking it right at him.
Yeah. Cummings rounds out the starting 5 here in the third quarter for the Cardinals. Their original starting 5. Leone on the left side hands it off to Jorstowski. Has the ball knocked away, taken away by Dixon. Back the other way. Kicks it right corner. Burkert, 3 bills money. Burkert with 9. 38-32. Just like that, the Bulldogs regain the lead, get a little breathing room. And as Leone makes his move from right to left, he's bumped and fouled.
It's Dixon.
And it'll go on Kyle Dixon.
His third.
Team first. And again, at one time in the first half, Poland had 9 team fouls and Canfield had 1. Here the Cardinals. Leone to Magnapora. Takes it low right, puts it up on Burns, and he's called for traveling. State Farm Insurance agent Jan Cephalou is the official sponsor of Poland Bulldogs basketball right here. Get to a better state with State Farm. 38-32 Poland.
So early in this third quarter, I'm sure Coach would love to take a timeout right now, but I don't think he wants to waste it.
Not yet. Poland in. Nick Guidos on the dribble on the right side. Messes out on top to Burkett. Left, now back to his right. Working on the right wing. Off to Black. Into Burns, right of the hoop. Fills it up.
Same play over and over.
Yep.
Like a record.
If it works, keep going to it. 40-32, Poland.
Like Groundhog Day.
Well, we're there, huh?
Yep.
Cardinals, Magnapore down low right. Up with the shot, won't go. Rebound Black. Pulling on the bust out. Burkert kicks it off to Nick Guidos. Chip shot. Fills it. Timeout Canfield. We'll take a 30-second break. Bulldogs come out roaring here in the third quarter and regain the lead by 10. 5:49, third quarter. It's Poland 42, Canfield 32 here on 570 WKBN. Back at Poland, and after Canfield had roared back to take that 1-point lead at the break, Poland coming out full throttle. They lead it by 10, but from what we saw, Bob, Canfield might have right where they want them.
I think and they're doing the old rope-a-dope to the fourth quarter probably. They're just going to wear them down.
Cardinals end. John French, point right.
Yeah, 11-0 run to start this third quarter.
Gives it off to Yorstowski. Left of the lane. Cut off by Black. Now he backs off point left. Whips it off to Leon. Drives left baseline. Up in the shot and in. Great first step by Vince Leon. Gets the deuce. 42-34, Bulldogs. Working the offense. Baker out in front to Guidos. Entry inside to Black. Low left up. Glass rim, no. Rebound Magnapora. Cardinals in transition. Cummings to Leon. Trying to left baseline again. That door shut. Now they'll try the three on the left side. Won't go, and it goes out of bounds. On the shot by Cummings. I had to wait till Coach Mucker went out of the way to see who it was. Cardinals ball, last touch by Poland.
Yeah, that corner's not very good to you.
Ball's into Magnapore on the right side. Checked by Burns. Passes off. Gorstowski on the right side, dribbles on the key. Peels it off. Left arc to Leon. Dribbles to the line. Down to Magnapore. He shoots. Flat. And it bounces off rim down to Nick Guidos, who walks it up the floor. 4:40, third quarter. 42-34 Poland. Nick Guidos between the circles, off to Black. Lob in the right corner to Burkert. To Baker. 3 for 3. Out on top. Won't go. And it's chased down by Guidos. Goes reverse on the scoop. And it comes off no good. Magnapora with the rebound. And there's a push and a foul.
Yeah, Baker.
His first, team's second. Matt Baker is yet to score. Here are the Cardinals.
Surprised they don't post him up. Now they're really big. Look, they got three big guys.
Pulling in his zone now. French between the circles to Magnapora left arc. They work it around on the perimeter. Now they get it to Yorstowski in the lane. Loses it, gets it back. Spin move to the basket. Lays it up, no good. Gets it back up with the shot block. He gets it again. Back up and in. Mike Yorstowski with 13. Five-star effort. Now he comes up with a steal on Baker. Back to the basket. Attacks the rack. Scoops it up. Won't go. Rebound Leon. Left of the hoop. Back up. He's called for charging. Leon's first. Man, what can you say about the play of 5'10" senior Mike Gorstowski?
Gorstowski, ever since getting shut out in that first quarter, has really turned it on. It's just a great steal. Just couldn't finish. And then Leon, that time he just kind of like a hip check, which caused the charging call.
That last basket by Yorstowski is almost maniacal in his effort. 42-36. Here are the Bulldogs. Entry in tight to Burns. Knocked away by Magnapore. Cardinals with the takeaway. Down the right side to Yorstowski. To French. Top of the key. Works on Nick Guidos. Scoops it off to Magnapore. Shoots and hits from 15. 11 from Magnapore. 4-point Poland lead now. After getting it out to 10 here early in the second half. We're rolling down to 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Burkert, Trey on the way, got it. They're going to need that from him here in the second half. And he's in with 12 points now. 45-38. Cardinals in. Ball's loose out in front. Scramble. Picked up by Paul. Down the floor to Black to the basket. He lays it in. Black with 11. 47-38. Cardinals in. French on the right side. Goes to the right. Jorstowski up with a shot, and it's knocked out of bounds clean by the Bulldogs. Canfield ball. 2:32 to play, third quarter. 47-38 Poland. Cummings will get it in. Ball's into Magdepour. Right wing, drives the baseline, in traffic, and he's blocked and fouled. We'll go on Burns. And that's his third.
Dixon was kind of holding his breath there. Dixon was underneath.
He thought he was going to get it.
And that would have been 4 on him. He would have been sitting for a long time. Instead, they got Burns. The Bird's going to sit down with 3.
Baker back in. Still front Cummings. In Jorstowski, right side. Checked by Black. He's going to shoot the 3. Short. Rebound Dixon. Pulling back the other way. Down the floor to Burkert, intercepted by French. Here are the Cardinals. Jorstowski, left side. Trey on the way, and he hits it. (47-41) Poland. Bulldogs in. Dixon front left with it. Pass off to Nick Gaidos between the circles. Guarded by Leone. Comes to his right. Here's Dixon on the curl, on the 3 won't go, and it comes down to Cummings on the rebound. Off the French. Driving down the right side and out of control as he hits the floor along with Baker.
They're going to get Baker.
And Baker will be called for the block. His second.
Once again.
Team fourth.
Only 1 foul on Canfield, 4 on Poland, so I'm sure Grisdale let the refs know about it again.
And French chunks the first one, no good. Shooting 2.
All the fouls, though, called on Poland is not on free throws. It's been away from the ball.
1:35 third quarter. 47-41 Poland. French looks it over. Big arc, no good on the second toss. Dixon rebound. He brings it into the front court. Dixon off to Nick Gaidos, front right. 6-point Poland lead. Gaidos on the dribble, right wing. To Black, right of the key. Takes it in the lane, pulls up, fires, can't hit. In and out, down to Jorstowski. Jorstowski, Canfield end. DeVito now in the game. Back to Jorstowski, center circle. Working on Nick Gaidos. Now pass off to DeVito. Left to the key, in traffic. Goes off to French. French. Off Jorstowski. Somehow in traffic, gets inside and plugs it. 47-43. Pulling in. Dixon front left. Off a screen. Pours. Can't score on the 3. Rebound French. Canfield in transition. French down the right side. Goes to Magdepour. Right in the lane. Turns, shoots, can't score. And it comes down to Dixon. Here come the Bulldogs. Dixon on the dribble. Steals it off to Nick Gaidos. Point left. French picks him up. 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Now Burkert holds it. Center circle. As the Bulldogs look to work for the last shot. 10 seconds. Burkert hands it off to Nick Gaidos. From right to left. Checked by French. Gaidos to Dixon. Shakes his guys. Now he's going to shoot. Flat. No good. Down to Cummings, and that will do it for the third quarter. Don't forget, we'll have our O'Charlie's play of the game in our post-game show. O'Charlie's Restaurants in Boardman and Niles. We head to the fourth from Poland with our score. The Bulldogs 47, Canfield 43 here on the Band Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN.
Your product isn't as good as cable. You hire an expensive law firm. When you hire an expensive law firm, they write small print.
Smaller.
When people don't read the small print, they sign up for a product that is not as good as cable. When they discover that they signed up for a product that is not as good as cable, they read the small print. When they read the small print, they lose consciousness. Don't lose consciousness. Stick with Armstrong and never be surprised by the dish's small print. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
Back at Poland, getting ready for the fourth quarter. Jim Evans, Bob Gavalier, 47-43. Poland on top. Don't forget, you'll be able to see a replay of tonight's game starting next Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. And then a load of times after that. Check your guide for subsequent air times. And again, as always, a reminder to check out the latest episode of my show, Loose Change, joined by Bob Larica. Going to catch that on Armstrong 20 and 100. Well, Poland with a 16-11 scoring advantage in the third quarter. They had gotten it out to a 10-point lead before the Cardinals came back again, led by Mike Gorstowski, leading all scorers with 18. It'll be Canfield ball to start the fourth. Poland in a 2-3 zone. French, center circle. This is the Cummings on the left side. Gorstowski, left of the lane, puts up the runner. Got it! Gorstowski with 20. 47-45. Poland in. Guidos to Burkert, along with Dixon, Black, and Burns. Dixon drives the left baseline, lays it up and in, and he's fouled and it counts, plus tax. And the foul will go on Cummings, his second, team second.
Actually, they're going to get...
Magnapor, that's his third. And here's Kyle Dixon for the three-point play. Bounces around, no good. Rebound, Leon. Dixon with 8. 49-45. Pulling on top. Canfield working on the zone, and Magnapor in the key is hacked and fouled. Burkert.
That's his third.
He's got 3. Dixon has 3. Burns has 3. 15 foul. 7:16 to play in the game. 49-45. Poland on top. Ball's in. Magnapor on the right side. He's going to shoot the 3. Nope. It comes down to Dixon. Off to Nick Guidos. Into the front court. A minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Guidos off to Burkert. Entry to Burns. In his office up with the shot. No good. But he's shoved and fouled. And he will shoot 2. Gorstowski. And that's his first team third. Here's Jake Burns shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. Dips and deals. Bounces around, no good.
Foul worked out to his advantage. At that time, Gorstowski was really caught and ended up shoving him. He missed the first free throw, so.
Burns in with 9 points. Give him 10. Splits the pair. He'll sit down. Baker will come in for Poland, now leading by 5, 50-45. French trots up the floor into the front court. Passes off to Cummings. Now to Gorstowski, front right. Hands it off to French. Still on the right side. Low right to Magnapor. Up on Black. Shot is blocked. Comes down to Dixon. Down the floor to Burkert. Room service to Baker for the dunk. (52-45) Poland.
Didn't see that one coming.
With the left hand. Cardinals work the offense. French, Gorstowski, right wing. Pulls up on the dribble. Off it out front to French. Down to Leon. He shoots a long 3. Way off. Air ball. Down to Dixon. He maneuvers down the floor. Dixon attacks the rack, lays it up and in.
Now they might want to take the timeout.
Dixon with 10. 54-45 Poland.
They're going to let him play here.
Cardinals end. Gorstowski to French on the point. Now front left to Cummings. Gorstowski left side now.
They're coming right at you. That's
yep. Now to Cummings, now to French. 5:30 to play in the game as Magnapor comes out, turns, shoots, can't score, and it bounces down to Dixon again with another rebound. He might be approaching a double-double. 54-45. Ball on top. Bulldogs work the offense. Black right arc. And Burkett in the right corner. Puts it out on top to Dixon. And we have a timeout called. Poland. We'll take a 30-second break. 5:11 to play in the game. It's Poland 54, Canfield 45. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKVL. Back at Poland, 54-45. Poland with a lead on Canfield. The big battle, 224. What Super Bowl, huh? You know what? You're both coaches, Bob. You want your guys to be in this type of game right now.
Oh, yeah. This is a precursor to the tournament. You want this during the season. Sometime down the line, you want a game like this.
Yep. Because
it's going to come down to that tournament when you're going to have that packed house. These two teams have a chance to meet there again, depending on the seeds and stuff. But, yeah, I agree with you. They won a couple of games like this early on, and I'm sure even Poland's going to get another one coming up
next Friday.
Next Friday against Harding. That should be a good one.
That'll be right here. Jim Evans along with Bob Gavalier. And again, a collegiate atmosphere here tonight, as is usually the case. Both student sections jacked up. It's a packed house. We're at 5:11 to play in the game. That's a long way to go.
I'm sure the talk for Canfield is just let's get a bucket here. They're going on this little spurt again where they're having trouble scoring, and he talked about that in the pregame.
Pull the ball their end. It's into Guidos and knocked away by Leone. Out of bounds, the last touch by Guidos. Canfield ball. And Coach Muckelroy talked about his team being aggressive and scrappy, and that's exactly what we've seen here tonight, as we did on that play. French out in front, off to Cummings. Pulling in a 2-3 zone now.
Get the leader of Yurskowski. We already see him tonight being gritty underneath, battling 2 or 3 guys to get that easy 2 points up.
Yeah, 5-10. And Poland almost comes up with a steal as Burkert knocked the ball away. And then we have a grab and a foul, pushing a foul on French of the Cardinals.
His second.
Yeah, team 4. Bulldogs ball backcourt in. Nick Guidos walks it in to the forecourt. Dribbles to the right side. Goes low right block to Black. Back to the basket. Turns, shoots, can't score. Nice defense by the Cardinals. Cummings. And we have a push and a foul on the missed shot by Baker. And that's his 3rd. So 4 guys with 3 fouls now for Poland. Burns will come back in for the Bulldogs, and Baker will sit down. 4:39 to play in the game. 54-45 Poland. Again, they had led earlier in the game, the first half by 13, before the Cardinals came back to take a 1-point lead at the break. Vito with it, right wing off to Orsowski, front right now to French. Cardinals working the offense. French top of the key. Now to Orsowski as they just look over the zone. Vito, right arc to French. Top of the key to Vito, to Orsowski right side. Pours and scores the triple. Mike Orsowski has been lethal here tonight for the Cardinals. And we have another timeout. We're going to keep it here with 4:11 to play in the game. You could win a pizza coupon. All you have to do is enter the 50-50 drawing at any of our local game broadcast sites for your chance to feast on Pizza Hut. 6-point Poland lead. And Coach Muckelroy fired up here to our left.
Yeah, not too happy. I'm not sure what he's upset about, but I'm sure right now, if you look at this, that was a good look by Orsowski. I think he might be upset. Maybe a couple other guys had some open looks. When you get that open look, you can't hesitate against the Poland defense. You got to take the shot, and that's what Orsowski did. He hit the 3. Still 4:11, a lot of time to go. You just kind of got to get your defense. So the problem part with Canfield right now is their offense is really struggling here to get some points.
Well, on the scoreboard, they have Orsowski for 21 points. I have him for 23, and my totals add up to this point for him. So I don't know. Either way, 21-23. He has been tremendous.
Yeah, he's playing a great game right now and doing it inside, outside.
Yeah, at 5'10".
Yes. Yeah, battling the big guys underneath.
Talk about blue-collar lunch pail. And then some. Poland ball. Dixon to the backcourt, guarded by Yorostowski. Brings it across the line. Gives it off to Nick Gaidos. Center circle. Checked by Leon. Canfield on the man-to-man. Gaidos on the dribble. To his left, now back to his right. Passes off to Burker, right side. Pours. He can't score on the three. Off the rim and down to Leon. Here are the Cardinals. French, point left. Comes to his right. Center circle. Guarded by Nick Gaidos. Poland on a man-to-man now. Bounce out to Yorostowski. Loses it coming in low right. Saves it on the baseline. To Magdepour left side. Dials three, can't connect. Rims out down to Dixon. Lob down the left side to Gaidos. To Burkert in the left corner. To Dixon out on top. Dixon makes his move, and he is fouled on the floor in doing so. And I think it's French.
That's going to get French's third on the other end. Canfield, that was a nice backdoor cut. And Yorostowski did the pass just a little bit too out in front of him. That would have been an easy layup.
Third on French, team fifth. Ball's into Burns. Now to Gaidos, front left. To Dixon, center circle. Gets away from Yorostowski. Pulls up, fires. Can't hit inside the arc. And a long rebound picked up out in front by Leon. French walks into the front court. Hands it off to Yorostowski. Coming right to left. Down to Leon. Guarded by Black. Off to Magdepour, top of the key. Yorostowski, left arc. Checked by Nick Gaidos. Yorostowski, long three. Off the rim, short. And Magdepour runs it down in the right corner. Still with it. Magdepour looks to clear. To Leon, low right block. As he runs right into a defender. As Nick Gaidos hits the floor and takes the charge.
I think it just said it went off of.
No foul? No.
No foul. It was the ball went out of bounds off a Canfield player.
Sure did. I thought there was going to be a charge.
I thought so too, the way he fell, but they just called it, went off.
And on the inbound, Yorostowski called for a foul on the reach-in on Dixon.
Well, he's team now with 6 fouls, so the rest of the way we're going to see who can hit their free throws.
Tell you what, Coach Grisdale hanging with his main guys for the better part of the game. We don't see this often. 54-48. Pulling on top. Nick Gaidos down the right side. Checked by Leon. Passes off to Dixon, right arc. Lob inside to Burns, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Cummings. Poland ball. 2:23 to play in the game. 54-48 Poland. Their ball baseline in. Nick Gaidos into Burkert. Pours and scores the triple. Burger with 15. 57-48. Bulldogs on top. Cardinals in. French on the right side. Guarded by Dixon. To Yorostowski. 3 bills. No, can't cash it. Down off the rim to Dixon with another rebound. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. 57-48 Bulldogs. Nick Gaidos races down the floor off the black left of the key. Now to Burkert, front right. Guarded by French. Burkert takes him wide lane and is grabbed and fouled on the floor on the way. And it might be Yorostowski. It is.
Burkert going to go to the line and shoot 1-on-1.
Team 7th. Yorostowski 2nd. Check that 3rd. And here's Jared Burkert for the Bulldogs in with 15 points. Make it 16. He's the front end. 58-48. The Bulldogs again with a double-digit lead as they manufactured early in the 3rd quarter. Second shot no good. Rebound down to the Cardinals. Yorostowski. And he can box out. 58-48. French on the dribble. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Dixon. Bulldogs back the other way. Dixon. Off the Gaidos. Hashtag deuce on the bust out. Bulldogs. Timeout Canfield. We'll take a 30-second break. 1:27 to play in the game. It now reads Poland 60, Canfield 48 on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN. Nightline embroidery and screen print for uniforms, team and corporate apparel. Spiritware, banners and signs. Call 545-8108 or stop by at 16 West Liberty Street, Girard, to find out how they can help you stand out. It's been a standout game here tonight. Jim Evans and Bob Cavalier, 60-48. Poland on top. 1:27 to play in the game. And that's still a lot of time for this Canfield.
Yeah, there is, but they got to start
Cardinals.
making some shots. They're getting this little stretch where they haven't scored in a while here.
Here's Cummings on the turnaround to free throw line. No good. Almost chases down the rebound. It's knocked away, and he picks it up. Now Magnapore, 3-ball left arc. Nope. And it bounces down off the rim to Black. They needed one there.
Yeah, they might have to start fouling here.
Yeah, pulling in. Guidos to Black, coming to the right side. Fills it up. That might be enough.
Yeah, I think that might be it. It just, once again,
62-48.
they were sitting at 54-48 and haven't scored here in a while.
And here's Rostowski in his office, taking it in tight, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line. And the foul goes on Black for the block. Each team with 7 fouls now.
And they're going on an 8-0 run here.
Mike Rostowski with 23 points tonight. 48.9 to play in the game. First one rattles around and in. 5'10 senior. Did not score in the first quarter. He averages 15-2 per game. Cummings comes out of the game, and Matt DeSanto comes in for Canfield.
I think the Poland faithful agree. They're starting to head towards the exit.
Second shot's no good. Check that's Vito in the ballgame. As the Bulldogs work it there, and it's knocked out of bounds on the sideline. 62-49. Poland ball there inside in. 41 seconds to play. Ball's into Guidos. Nick on the dribble in traffic. He has it slapped away, picks it up. Gives it out in front to Baker. Hands it back to Guidos. Front left. Coming down to 25 seconds to go. Dixon to Guidos to Black, coming to the right side. It's knocked away. Comes up loose. Picked up by Black to the basket. No good. Gets it back. And as he tries to go back up, he's hacked and fouled. And it goes on yours.
That's his fourth.
17.7 to play, and Poland will remain perfect at home here. The 2014-15 high school basketball season. Dan Black looking it over. Flexes fires good.
And we'll be challenged next week, though.
For sure.
Harding comes in.
But you know what? That's what they're looking for.
And that's what they want. Yep.
Black hits the pair. 64-49, Poland. "15 seconds to play in the game, as we'll play it out. Vito out in front, Cardinals end. The Magnapore, Rostowski left side. 3 blocked by Baker and down to Guidos. And that's going to do it. Don't forget, we'll have our O'Charlie's play of the game in our post-game show coming right up. O'Charlie's. Good food, good times. Our final score, as it winds out, Poland 64, Canfield 49. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN.